Okay, so let's say, for example, that you don't want to install 180 gigabytes of Microsoft Flight Simulator on your Asus ROG Ally, and you don't want to run it with Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme GPU and CPU. Let's say you don't want to do that because you want to save the space. Okay, well, there is another option. There is a cloud, Xcloud option, which is full 1080p, and the difference here is, here you are using the power of Xbox Series X. So think about it. So you got the power of Xbox Series X powering that and running that Microsoft Flight Simulator. So now you're gonna have a really good graphics and most likely really good experience. All you need is like 10 megabits per second internet upload, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna select an airplane here. Okay. Now keep in mind, you're gonna have to download these airplanes. The ones you haven't downloaded, you'll have to download them again. It's just the way it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and use I'll go with a helicopter. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and select destination here. Go to Miami. And we're gonna click fly. And as you will see, it runs pretty darn good. So you have options. See, that's the beauty about Asus ROG Ally. You have options. Hey, you can use the cloud if you don't want to take up your space on a hard drive, on your SSD or your micro SD. You can go ahead and do it like this. There you go. Looks good to me. So this is the appealing part about Asus ROG Ally. I like the freedom that you have. You can download any program you want, just like on your laptop, on your PC desktop. You have it's like having a PC desktop in the palm of your hands. And you can do that with Steam Deck. Steam Deck, it's limited because it's Linux, and it's a kind of half-baked Linux, all right? And there's a lot of limitations to what you can play, what you can't play, and it's not that powerful. It's only 720p. You know, look, I'm not telling people not to try Steam Deck if you can get it really cheap. But if you're going to ask me which one's better, well, this is better. I mean, yeah. That's like asking what's better. 4-bedroom house with 15 acres or a 1-bedroom house with 1.5 acres. You know what I mean? Here you got a better choice. It's just better. You have more options, and you can play all your games, watch movies, do whatever. On the Steam Deck, you're limited. So you can't even do 120 hertz on a Steam Deck. I mean, come on. And it's 720p. And I have Steam Deck. I have it. You know, it served me well for a year and a half. I had fun with it. I've tested it. I've done a bunch of videos on it. It's all there. But which one's better? I mean, do I even need to make that video? I mean, I'll make it in full detail if you guys want me to. But you already know the answer. And the answer is very simple. This wins across the board. Why? Because you can play all your games. You're not limited. You got so many options, dude. You can play whatever you want to play. And everything is more accessible versus, you know, Steam Deck, which is not the case. So, I mean, look at this. I'm playing an Xbox Series X game on the cloud. How cool is that? And I can also play PlayStation games through our PlayStation Plus app. Do I even need the PlayStation Q handheld device? I mean, really, guys. I mean, if you really think about the Asus ROG Ally, this is not the gimmick, you know. And you all know I'm not sponsored by Asus. Asus didn't give me this for free. I'm not sponsored by them. This is just a unbiased person who purchased this device with my own hard-earned cash. Okay, I purchased this with my own hard-earned cash, and what you see is what you get, you know. So let me bring it a little bit closer so you guys can see a little bit better. I don't know. Like this. I hope this is better. You know, trying to film the ROG Ally, trying to bring the light and camera, it's such a tricky thing. Trying to adjust the proper angle and camera, you know. That's the one thing that drives me crazy, is trying to, you know, trying to make these videos about Asus ROG Ally. It's such a pain because of trying to use the phone, because I'm recording this on a phone, you know. I don't have one of those super high-end red cameras facing down, you know, with some super sophisticated tripod. Okay, I don't have that kind of wealthiness. Is that a proper word? Wealthiness? I'm not that wealthy. So here we are, man. Asus ROG Ally, playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on the cloud, man. Xbox Series X graphics. I mean, doesn't get any better than that, does it? Now, this is the beauty. You don't have to play it like this. You can play it natively. You can download the game and free up 185 gigabytes of storage. But you got to remember something. When you're playing it natively and using the Asus ROG Ally GPU and CPU, your battery's also gonna drain out much quicker and faster. When you're playing it on a cloud, your battery's gonna be more sustainable for a long period of time. You'll be able to play this for I would say a couple of hours, man. Like, you should be able to play this for a couple of hours, maybe even more. And you have those options. You can play all of your Xbox games through cloud. You can play all of your Ubisoft games through Amazon Luna. but you have to be obviously subscribed to Amazon Luna. You can play all of your PlayStation Plus games, but you have to be subscribed to PlayStation Plus. And then, of course, you can always get the emulators. You can run your emulators, play Nintendo 64 games, Sega, Dreamcast games, all these other classic games from the past, PlayStation 2, right? So many options, man. I mean, what can't you play on this device? That's the question. You can play everything and anything. I mean, what's not to like? I mean, let's be honest here. And I don't know why people are hating on this device. I mean, hey, look, man, if you want to stick with your Steam Deck, be my guest. But you just have to remember, you're going to be limited. And if you want to be limited, well, then, hey, I'm not going to stop you. But we all know the answer to that question. Listen, don't dislike something just because you can't afford it. You know, I'm not going to say the Bugatti is a crappy car. No. I'm not going to say Tesla it's a crappy car just because I can't afford it. I'm not going to say Raptor R it's a crappy truck because I can't afford it. It's okay. I can admire something, but just because I can't afford it, I'm not going to say it sucks. You know? And I see this trend happening. Just because you don't have something and you can't afford something, you got to automatically hate on it. You don't have to hate on it just because you can't afford it. But that's the crappy nature of human beings, you know. If they get jealous, and as soon as if they can't afford something, they have to hate on it. Well, that's why your life sucks. Instead of being humble and say, hey, you know what? Hey, look, let me see what I don't have. I don't have Pimax Crystal, but I would love to have it. The beautiful 8K resolution, 120 hertz, all that jazz. But I'm not going to hate on it just because I don't have it and just because I can't afford it, you know. So, you guys catch my drift? Don't hate on something just because you can't afford it. As you can see, it looks great. Beautiful graphics. I mean, outstanding. Now, I like this option. I like this option that you can play through cloud versus downloading the game, because it does take up too much space. Takes about 185 gigabytes. You know, that's a lot of chunk. That's a big chunk of space. And then, you know, it's gonna be running those fans. You're gonna be running on a 25 watt turbo mode. It's gonna drain the batteries much quicker and faster. Here, not only are you getting Xbox Series X graphics in the full 1080p, but at the same time, you're not draining your batteries, and you are not using your GPU, CPU, just your internet. So this, you can do this on the Steam Deck. And why would you, even if you could, why would you want to do it with a 720p? Some crappy screen. I'm sorry, the Steam Deck screen is not that great. This screen has much better color accuracy, much better what you call it, dimming zones. So again, guys, don't hate on something just because you don't have it. I guarantee you, if you had this device in your hand, you wouldn't be hating on it. You wouldn't be saying what you're saying. Go to your nearest Best Buy. Go to their demo station and check it out for yourself. They have those kiosks, demo stations for Asus ROG Li. Go ahead and check it out, man. You know? And well, there you go. As you can see, runs smooth. No issues, no fuss, no muss. Everything's good. Okay. Gotta love it. Gotta love the Asus ROG Li. I mean, and believe me, if I find something wrong with this device, I'll be the first one to let you know. Remember that on PlayStation VR 2, when I had that dead pixel, that sub-dead pixel, and I have to use the pixel refresher to clean it. I made a video about it. I told you about it. And I also made a video, follow-up video, to tell you how to fix it. So, if I have some issues with this device, and I had it now for what, 2 weeks? That's what, 2 weeks, almost 14 days. Almost 15 days. In 15 days, I have yet to encounter any issues. I have yet to encounter any problems. And I documented everything. I made videos about it. You guys can go, feel free, it's free to go through my library, to go through my videos. It's all there. It's credibility. Everything I say here, you can check it. I don't talk out of my behind. I talk out of my mouth. If I say something, there's a credibility. You can go look through it and check it, see it for yourself. So, I'm not being a Asus shill. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is just me telling you and letting you know my experience within 15 days. And looking at the comment section, everyone seems to be having the same experience as well. All right? I always look at the majority. If the majority is saying the same thing, then I'm sorry, the minority out there, it is what it is. Majority counts. That means the majority is telling the truth, and I'm telling the truth. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Have a good one. And not only am I telling you the truth, well, Jesus H. Christ, I'm making the videos to back it up. What do you think this is? This is the living proof. This is the credibility. Right here. That's what this is. It's not just me talking in the microphone. It's just, here, I'm showing it to you. You're seeing it. Okay? So, credibility means a lot. Talk is cheap, especially with some fake, bogus profiles. It's easy to talk. It's easy to type. Yeah, I can do that all day long. Create like endless profiles with bogus emails and just talk, type. Any yo-yo can do that. Do this. Spend some hard-earned cash. Try the device for yourself and make honest videos about it. Try and do that. Okay? That's the key thing here. And I've done that with every product. Every product that I bought, I've done that with everything. With Stadia, with Luna, with PlayStation VR 1, PlayStation VR 2. I have done that with everything. Wow, she appeared out of nowhere. So, that's the difference. And I have 7.4 thousand videos to back that up. Versus others who are just using fake profiles to make their bogus case. Alright? Look, guys, I just keep it real. That's it. The way I live my life is just keeping it real. I don't have time for BS. I don't have time for nonsense. And neither should you. Alright? Don't hate on something just because you can't afford it. And I'll end the video by just saying that.